Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome to Reseller Rowboat. Grab a drink, grab your lunch, and listen and chat with me while I tell you about major changes in my eBay store. And also, I'm going to be comping appliance parts today. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've been live. I don't believe I have anyone in the chat right now, but I'm going to keep talking for those of you who are watching later. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Beth. I live in the Houston area and I sell on eBay and Poshmark. And I'm going to go ahead and just recap what's been going on. If you're new, feel free to subscribe and hit the like button and share this channel. I am trying to grow this channel. As of last July, my eBay store numbers, the sales have been dropping gradually. And in April, my 90-day total was $16,000. And now my 90-day total is below $10,000. So that is a real concern to me. So in December, I made the decision that I'm going to go ahead and start selling appliance parts again. I used to have an eBay store totally devoted to appliance parts, and I did very well before COVID. But then once COVID hit, afterwards, the appliances cost too much in my area, and I was just driving myself all over the place looking for appliances that I could afford to part out. So it became a real problem for me. So I just went to the niche of mall brand clothing, specifically plus size clothing. And for some reason, after 2.5 years, everything just started failing for me. I've tried everything. So anyway, that's kind of the backstory of my store. And if you watched my car chat last week, I was talking about this, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little recap of what I did. I decided to take all of my clothing that was sizes extra small to large, put them on 50% off and best offer to get them out of my store. I want to be known as a plus size clothing seller for the most part. There are a few brands that I left size larges up, but for the most part, anything between extra small and large is half price, best offer. So if that's your size, you might want to hop on over to my eBay store. My link is below in the description, and you'll get a really, really good deal. And so a lot of those things have sold. On Monday, I shipped out over 30 packages. I had an amazing weekend, and some of that wasn't the smaller sizes. Some of it was the plus sizes, but as of today, my numbers have gone down again. I was above like 2.4% for 30 days, and now I'm down again. So I got real excited, and now I'm just kind of like, okay, I got to step back and, figure it out, what's going on. And hey, somebody came in, so whoever you are, please make yourself known. Thank you for coming. So I'm just going to try to figure this out as I go. I'm trying not to panic, and that's just kind of what I'm doing. Let's see what else. Okay, so I'm going to drag this StreamYard over because I want to share my screen and show you some of the things that I am doing. I am listing appliance parts. Like I said, I think I have 37 up. I sold one the other day. It only been listed a couple of days. So, and we're going to talk about appliance parts a lot today. So if you sell appliance parts, please comment below and let me know that you do part out machines. And if so, what kind of machines you part out. So I have 36 listed. So let's just take a look at this one here. This is a grind and brew bean hopper for a DCC 1250. So let me share my screen. I guess I should do that first before anything. Hey, Larry, it's you. I was hoping it would be you. I know you have some questions, Larry. Hey, Joanne, how are you? So Larry, just put those questions in there. I'll try to help you. I haven't done appliance parts for almost 3 years, so I may not be the best one to answer your questions, but I can sure answer basic questions. All right, so of the 36 items, this is a bean hopper from a grind and brew. This is by far my favorite machine to sell. And so I wanted you to take a look at my listings. So I have decided this time around to change things up. I am off, my appliance parts will be free shipping, free 60-day returns. A coupon may be used. You can see the coupon up there, and the item will be on sale for 10% off. So this gives the customer all different ways of getting a good deal. And in a few minutes, I'm going to be comping appliance prices. And so we need to keep that in mind when I'm comping these items, you know, why I'm setting the price that I am, because 10% off it starts. If they use a coupon, that's 20 more percent. You know, but they will not be allowed to make best offers this time because I have free shipping and I include my shipping in my price. Now I wanted to show you down here in the description. Let's see, where's condition? First of all, condition is right there. Let me just read more. Okay, so the condition says pre-owned condition, please see photos, may have residue from packing tape or small imperfections such as cloudiness, water spots, calcium deposits, or wear and tear from use. So that is very important, guys, when you are selling pre-owned, especially appliance parts, that you put a disclaimer in there so that you are not having to mention every single little tiny nick. Now, if there's a crack, of course, if there's unusual scaling, rust, then yes, you want to put that in there. But this is my disclaimer, and especially the packing tape, because when these stores pack these items in packing tape, I refuse to scrape all that off because I have run so many plastic lids by putting lighter fluid, what do you call that stuff? Goo Gone, all that on there, and then it's ruined the lid. So I'm going to let the customer decide if the tape residue is bad enough to take it off or not, and then that is on them. Then I put, this is my new disclaimer, to avoid an unnecessary return in all caps before purchasing this item and to ensure a correct fit. Please confirm that the model number of your machine is DCC 1250. An image of the machine model this part came from is in the photos. If your model number is not DCC 1250, please do a general search on eBay for your model number. This was my biggest beef with selling appliance parts before, is I did have something to the effect in the description, but people were not reading, and they still may not read, and I still may get some returns. But by adding this, if your model number is not DCC 1250, please do a general search on eBay for your model number. If they read, I'm hoping they will take that next step. And if they message me and say, well, you know, this bean hopper looks like it might fit my machine, it's not the same model number, do you think it will fit my machine? If I don't know for certain, I will tell them I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that most of these bean hoppers fit in all the Cuisinart grind and brews, but I'm really not 100% sure about that. The next time I get a bean hopper from a different machine, I've sold all of them, so I don't have one to compare it to. But the next time I do get another one, I'll compare it and see. But maybe some of you know who've sold this machine before. It's by far my favorite to part out. It's super easy, and the bean hopper usually sells first. Okay, I don't fill out a lot of item specifics because a lot of these things do not apply. And if they do not apply, do not fill them out. If they're required, you have to put something there. But if they're just recommended, do not fill something out if the option is not there. So again, I have the same thing: to avoid unnecessary return, blah, blah, blah. Please confirm your number. An image of the machine is attached if your model number is not. Okay, then this is my hyperlink. If someone clicks on that, it will take them to my eBay store. I have done video in the past on how to create a hyperlink for your store, but basically you can just Google it, create a hyperlink, and it's pretty easy. And then it says pre-owned condition. Please see photos. May have residue, blah, blah, blah. Same thing. And then this time I'm doing measurements in the photos. I see I got smart finally. I bought this collapsible yardstick. It's actually for children, but it's bright yellow. And I'm taking photos of the measurements. And so I finally got smart about that. I don't know why I resisted that in the past. So let's just look at some of my photos here. I do these from my kitchen table. And the reason I do that is because on the wooden table, if a lot of these come straight out of the dishwasher, they're not always exactly completely dry. Like you can try to dry a filter, but you're going to miss a dot. And the drops of water were landing on my backdrop. I had a white butcher paper and it was making water spots everywhere. It looked terrible. So this way, if the appliance does leak a little bit of water, I just get a towel, wipe it up, and start over. So I prefer wood or something that you can wipe clean. So the main thing on these appliance parts is that you show how, if you've got two pieces, you show the item together. You show all four sides, even if all four sides are the same. Let's say you just have a cylinder, you know, like some kind of cylinder cup. Well, all the edges are the same, but you still need to turn it 360 degrees and get a shot of all of the four sections, so that you don't have somebody coming back to you saying, well, the front looked great, but the back had a chip in it. So I know it's very easy though, just to spin it and take really quick pictures. So I usually do every single side. Then you take the pieces apart and show them separately, inside, upside down. And then this is where I started using my measuring tape and to show the height, then show the width. And then, like I said, the very last picture is of the machine model number. So that's what those look like. So I'm going to stop my screen for just a second, see if I have any questions. All right. And I was going to say something about that, and I've already lost my train. I'm sick today. I've been sick. This will be my 7th day of this, and I'm just cannot whip it. So I may have to like mute myself if I sneeze or cough, and I really apologize, guys, for my my voice and everything, sniffing and all that. So I have a machine here that I'm getting ready to part out on air, and y'all can kind of see how the process goes. But I don't know if we have any questions yet. Larry, do you have any questions? I'm going to move you back because there was something else I was going to say about that. Oh, I did want to show my what I sold, and it was kind of unfortunate. I mean, I'm glad I sold this part, but it was kind of unfortunate what happened with this machine. It was like the first machine I bought 2 weeks ago, and hold on, I got to do this by date and everything. Separate all this by date. So it was a Ninja, I think it was a Ninja machine, and I paid $25 for it. And guys, I never paid $25 for a machine like that. Like I might have paid for like a margarita milk for a machine or something like that, but not a Ninja coffee maker. And so, yeah, I think I only had like 3 parts, but I thought, well, this is practice. I'm getting back into the hang of this. It looks like this has a good sell-through rate, so I'm going to buy it for $25. Well, when I got it home, and I'm going to hold this one up, but they didn't do it on this one. But when you go to a thrift store and you see a coffee maker in a thrift store, 9 times out of 10, they have tape all the way across, and sometimes even this direction. And that's what this Goodwill did. I think it was a Goodwill. This has coffee grounds all in it. Oh, it's nasty. So anyway, I bought the machine, and then I brought it home. And when I took all the tape off in the back, on the top of the carafe. I don't know if I can show you. It was a different kind of carafe. But anyway, all this was cracked right here. But I couldn't tell because it was towards the back of the machine, and you're not supposed to take that tape off. And so I had to throw the carafe away, basically. And I was really, I kept the lid, but so here's the one that sold. It sold for $30.50. And I kind of thought this would be the first one that would sell of that piece. But anyway, it's a water tank. It sold for $30.50, free shipping. Not sure why, because it says it's $34.19. Maybe they used a coupon. I don't know. But anyway, so it paid for the machine because I think it cost me $9 to ship it. So it really didn't pay for the machine. But I do have other parts from it. So anyway, oh, I know what I was going to say about that. The parts that I got from Kimmy, which we're going to probably look at today if I have time. I gave Kimmy almost all my appliance parts a couple years ago because I decided not to do them anymore. And I got them back from her. And she still had about 10 boxes of parts. And I went through them, and some of them were over here. I thought I would be able to get my photos from my external hard drive, and then I wouldn't have to take photos again, right? And I would have the picture of the model number. However, my external hard drive crashed, and I cannot get those photos off of there. So on those parts, I have to delete the part that says image of model number on machine is attached. I have to remember to do that. That's a little tricky to remember that, but anyway, that was a bummer. So even though I didn't get to keep the craft, I have almost paid for the machine. I can't remember what else I have listed. Somebody else came in? Oh, no. I am sick too. Oh, Joanne, really? Dayquil. Okay. Nope, not yet. Okay. I need to do a zip code check on parts. Well, that's true, Larry, but I'm finding, of course, I don't live in your area. Appliances are still too expensive for me. They really are. I mean, I have passed on so many appliances the last 2 weeks. I really think that my best sourcing opportunity is going to be at the bins and also yard sales, estate sales, and flea markets. And so, well, I mean, I guess doing a zip code search that way would help you. You're right. I don't know why I was thinking thrift stores. So yeah, zip code, that would work. What I'm doing, I'm getting ready to comp this, so we'll talk about that. Let me see if there's anything else I've left up. Sales are down, Ninja parts are sold. Okay, you got 36 parts. I wrote notes because my head is so fuzzy I can't even remember. So I'm trying to get my processes up again and working, and it's been so frustrating. It's been so time consuming, and I think it's going to take me probably a couple more weeks before I really get the hang of this. And the problem is that I have two different things going on. I have machines that I'm parting out, but then I also have the individual appliance parts from Kimmy, and that's not the same thing. It's not like when I do this appliance parts, when I do this appliance day, this coffee maker, I'm going to comp all of these at once, all of these pieces, and it'll be faster. Whereas this whole tub I have over here of Kimmy's, they're all mixed up. And so it's like I'm going to be going back and forth from brand. It's going to slow me down. So, and what I did was I just sat on the couch. I grabbed a box from Kimmy. And see, when Kimmy came to get them, they were all labeled Cuisinart Clear, Cuisinart Black, Cuisinart White. But when she picked them up, we were trying to consolidate boxes so she wouldn't have so many boxes in her trunk. And we're just like throwing parts from one box to the other just to keep them full so we could throw the other boxes away. So for that reason, I have a box and it says Cuisinart, but it might have Hamilton Beach, Mr. Coffee in it. You never know what. So I've been taking the boxes to the couch, going through the pieces and going, which one of these do I think will sell? And then those are the ones I wrote the parts down and I put them in a tub. I wrote them down and I'm going to comp them today, and then I'll list them. And then the rest of them I put back in the box, and I put a note, I've already looked through this box. Maybe later on I'll go to those boxes and get some of those other appliance parts, but I only want to list right now what I think I can sell. And that's just what I'm going to do until I get this built up. All right, so I've got those. I've got two things going on: appliances from Kimmy and this. Okay, I already said free shipping, free returns, no best offer, coupons, 10% off. My storage is different this time. Like I said, I had boxes Cuisinart Clear, Cuisinart Black, Cuisinart Other. I had them by brand. Well, because I don't have a lot right now listed, I have put them in a big box, and they're all together, and they say January 2024, and I already have two boxes that say January 2024. Once I start getting a lot from the same brand, then I will start dividing them by brands. That's a lot more efficient to do that, guys, is to divide them. You know, you have this piece, it's plastic, it's yellow, it's Cuisinart. You know, it sells. You know to go to the Cuisinart colored, and I'm not trying to be racist here, because I had Cuisinart white, Cuisinart black, Cuisinart clear, Cuisinart colored. So this would go in colored because it's yellow. Blue things would go in there, you know, purple. All right. And so you would know exactly which box it's in. All right. You don't have to go in 5, 2, 3, 4. You know, I can't do that. I'm getting dyslexia in my older age, and I cannot do that. So it's so much easier, you know. So this sells. Okay, it's Hamilton Beach. You go to the Hamilton Beach black box. It should be there. And then if you fill up a box of Hamilton Beach black items, then you will start a second one, but you only have to go through 2 boxes. And I'm not talking tubs. I'm talking just little, I want to say they're, well, they're the large, don't tell anybody, they're the large USPS priority boxes. That's what they are. That's what I used because that's what I had, and I wasn't shipping large items anymore. And rather than recycle them, I decided to use them. I almost died the other day. I had my garage door up because I was putting a shelf together, and my mailman walked by and he saw all those boxes, and I'm like, oh, I hope he doesn't report me. But then, I don't know. I could report him for accepting my $50 bonus, which he wasn't supposed to accept. So it's against the rules. I think you can only donate 25 to them or something like that. So anyway, it's too cold right now. Yeah. Well, I was going to go to Austin this weekend, but I'm canceling my trip, and I was going to hit up a flea market there. So I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and part this machine out, shall we? So this thing is like disgusting, guys. I got it at a Goodwill. I've never seen a machine so disgusting inside. It's like petrified coffee grounds. I'm going to ruin my floor that the housekeeper just mopped, but we're going to do this thing. Okay, so you guys know that I do an inventory sheet for my clothing, right? Where I fill out all the item specifics and I draft my clothing from bed at night before I go to sleep. Well, I've decided to do the same thing with appliance parts. I actually drafted about 20 parts from bed the other night. It was awesome. Now, this is one whole sheet. So it has the brand Cuisinart, the model SS15. Then it says part number 1, measurements. I'm probably actually not going to do that now because I'm doing the ruler thing. But then I am doing the comp price. So this looks like it has 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure how many. I don't know. Oh, that's disgusting in there. 4. We have at least 4 pieces here. So I'll just list every single part, and we're going to go down and see what it's worth. I don't know what it's worth. What I did when I bought these things, I look to see, sell-through rate. If the machine itself was selling pretty well, then to me, and I may be wrong, the parts might sell pretty well. All right. I got some breast milk warmers and I looked them up and like they're really selling a lot. And I thought, well, if the machines are selling a lot, then maybe if somebody loses a piece, instead of buying another one, they'll come and they'll find my piece. And that was just kind of my logic. I don't know. So Bum Crack Picker, if you're here, please say hello. I am currently working on a video for you. I found some music. It's kind of spooky. Oh, speaking of music, let's send out my new Juju song because, guys, if you make a sale during the show, I want you to let me know. All right, let me put my banner up. Let me know if you make a sale during the show, and I will play a congratulations song for you. There you are. Hello, Bum Crack. How are you? Happy New Year. I knew you were there. Why the spreadsheet thing? Isn't that extra work? Well, you would think so, but Larry, I don't want to take these appliance parts to my bed. And for the clothing, it's awesome because I hardly ever make any errors anymore. Let me take that off of there. I hardly ever make any errors anymore. What I do is I sit on the couch at night and I measure my clothes, each individual piece. I put all the item specifics in there, every single thing that's going to be in my draft. And then I take it to bed and I just go down and I just fill it in super, super fast. So I'm not having to pick the clothing up, pick the clothing up, pick the clothing up. And I know a lot of resellers say to only touch your items once or twice, but for me, especially with my eyesight, I need to pick up the clothing several times because I tend to miss flaws if I don't. So if I look at it when I take the tags off, I look at it when I measure it and do all the item specifics, I look at it when I'm steaming it, when I'm photographing it, and then when I'm listing it, I hardly even look at it at all. It has helped me so much with INADs because my information is totally correct. This goes super fast. That's what I thought too. Megan Moeni's been doing this for years and I decided not to do it. But everybody that I've given this sheet to has told me it has saved them so much time in the end and so much frustration because they're not picking the items up. And like I said, with my appliance parts, I'm going to comp them right now. And then as soon as I get off of here, this stuff's going in the dishwasher. And then tonight when I get to bed, I will draft these. They'll be ready to go. I'll take the photographs tomorrow and pop them in there and they'll be ready to go. So yeah, you would think it was extra work, but it really isn't. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you also. All right, so we're going to comp appliance parts. We're going to comp this machine. And hey guys, if you're not interested in parting out things, that's okay. You know, stick around, talk with your friends, eat your lunch, you know, ask me questions. Okay, so this is what the machine looks like. It sells, well, let's see. I always go highest to lowest. That's the other thing I'm doing differently too, guys. I'm not using Terapeak this time. I'm not looking at what's sold. I'm looking what is active. I may be totally wrong, but I want to see what my competition is right now. If somebody puts in this machine, you know, I want to know. So highest to lowest, and I'm going to get down here. So some of these are going for quite expensive. You can see why people want to buy appliance parts instead of the whole machine when something goes out on it. Okay, I don't have that little plate there. I don't have that Dang it. I knew it was missing something. That's okay. That's okay. I paid how much did I pay for this? I paid $14.99. It was $16.23 with tax. So it's still high for what I used to pay, but I don't know. So we're just going to go down here and find some of these parts until we get to parts. I could put in filter if I wanted to and carafe and all that, but I'm just kind of looking right now to see some of these are selling for $73, but then they got shipping as $74. That's crazy. $74 for shipping. I don't even know why anybody does that anymore because you don't get a break. You still have to pay your final value fees on shipping. Do they not know that? That's ridiculous. All right. Let's get here. Got to keep going. Then you get weird things coming up like Cuisinart knives. I don't know why. Sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy. I'm just trying to go down here until I get, looks like I want to have to go farther. I don't know. And then another thing I noticed that I didn't notice before is sometimes you have to put the dash for the model number, and then sometimes you don't. And that never was a problem for me before, but I've noticed that recently. I thought eBay would pick up on the dashes, but it didn't when I was looking for something. Let's just scroll really fast here. Got to get to some appliance parts soon. I'm still at $100. I hate to go to number 4 because you don't know how far these prices are going to jump. All right, there's a carafe, but it doesn't have a model number and it's new, so that doesn't. There's different, looks like they're selling the whole thing, $42. Now I can get more money if I part each one out. All right. This is okay. I think this is it. Okay, so this is brand new though. I should have put pre-owned. Okay, carafe $24.99 plus $19.30 shipping. Okay, I don't want to be the highest, but remember that I'm going to have free shipping and they don't have that. And I'm going to have free returns and they don't have that. And I'm going to have 10% off and they don't have that. So I may add that up and that may be my price, but let's go down here and see. Gosh, I wish I had that. Here's another carafe, $24.99 and $13.50. So, all right. And see, some of them have best offer too, and I'm not going to have best offer. So, let me just go ahead and I'm going to pick that one. I don't want to be the very top, but I don't want to be, I just want to be a couple of down. 9, 14, 8, 38. So we're going to do $38.99 on that one. And that's the carafe and the lid. Okay, $38.99, free shipping, 60-day free returns. Plus you can use a 20% coupon, plus it's 10% off. So it's going to be lower than this and lower than this. So that's how I'm doing it. Scott says parts are going to be big this year. He knows how he knows that. No idea. Well, the reason he's saying that, Larry, is because of the economy and people are not wanting to buy new items. I also feel, though, that for my clothing, people don't want to buy new items in the store. They want to come and get a good deal on something that's pre-owned. So therefore, my sales should have gone up, and they haven't. So I'm not really sure what to think about it. But I think definitely adding parts. Hi, Mike. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right. This is the reservoir tank and lid. So let me just take a look at this. Doesn't look like it has the lid, though, and I have the lid. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so let me make myself big here for a second. So whenever I sell a reservoir tank, I like to sell the lid with it. Unless I have several of these, then I will split them up in another listing and do just the reservoir tank and just the lid. This thingy right here, I probably have 20 of these. They don't sell worth crap. I'm probably going to either, these are charcoal filters. Make sure you take the charcoal filter out. This one's disgusting, like I said. This will go in the dishwasher. But because I don't like selling these, because they don't sell, I'm going to leave it in here where it goes. And it's just going to stay in there, okay? After I clean it. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a water reservoir, also called a tank. I'm going to put both words in the listing, water reservoir and tank. This person only put water reservoir. So, no, they did put reservoir and tank. Never mind. They didn't put water, but that's okay. All right, let's see if we can find see, there's more crafts. Okay, here's a tank with a lid. So that's probably my next, one. And they have a best offer, so they're probably going to get an offer. So I'm just going to go ahead and add these up. I was going to put a calculator on the screen, but all right. So that would be $37.99 for mine if I added. And I'm writing this down. Okay, if I add this up, that will be $37.99, and again, free shipping, free returns, 10% off, and they can use a coupon. I don't find people using coupons as much anymore. I'm not sure why. I was going to say something about that. Oh, another thing. Let me take this off for a second. If you will pull up instruction manuals, you will find names. I like to put the name of the part according to what the instruction manual says. So let's say I was looking up this instruction manual. I type Cuisinart SS-15 instruction manual, and you will get all these things come up. Larry, I'm specifically talking to you because I know you're wanting to do appliance parts. If it takes you to a page where you can see the instruction manual and you can flip through the pages, that's fine. But if it wants you to download, and you're smart enough to know this, but I'm just repeating this for other people, please do not hit download or upload or whatever. You could end up with a virus. Sometimes you'll go to these places and your computer will alert you that this is not a very secure place. Just get off of it and find another one. You will probably find another one. I usually, when I get to the page that has all the pieces on it, I usually save them as a PDF in my computer under that model name so that I can just go back and look at it as I want to, so that I don't have to ever look it up again. I don't believe I'm going to be keeping my photos this time because I saved all my photos on my external hard drive and it got corrupted and I can't get to them anyway. And, you know, Craig told me I need to get like an off-site storage. Well, I uploaded my reseller rowboat folder last night to Google Drive, and now my Google Drive is completely full because of the videos. I've got to find a way of storing my items indefinitely where it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. Mike, do you have a place where you store computer data? Because my external hard drive can't, I don't think, Craig said he didn't think it can be fixed. When you plug it in, it just goes click, 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 click. I can't get any information off of it. It had all my tax stuff from several years ago in it. It has a lot of my reseller rowboat YouTube videos, because sometimes I'll think, oh, I like that song on that video. I want to use it again. And when I pull that up and see what was the name of that song I used, you know, just stuff like that. Like I like to keep stuff like that. And it's gone. Like I can't, just clicks. Hey, Silver Hair Stacker's here. Economy sucks. People going to fix what they have. Agree. Leave it in there. Might add perceived value. Yeah. Is there an instruction manual for getting old? Well, I don't know. Let me think about that. I will tell you that Dick Van Dyke's book on aging is amazing. I can't remember what it's called, but I read it several years ago, and it is incredible. Right, Todd, that's your name. Okay, so we got that one. We got that part. I don't know if I can get any of this other stuff out. There's like a piercing thing, and people keep telling me you can pull this thing out of machines, but I haven't been able to get it out. I mean, there's a little latch there, but I don't know how they do it. I have to look that up. Okay, here's the disgusting part right here. This is so disgusting. So you got the black filter, and then you've got the mesh. We call this gold tone mesh filter brew basket. All of those words need to be in your title. Mesh gold tone filter brew basket. Some people look them up by filter baskets. Some people look them up by brew baskets. Some people look them up by mesh, and some people look them up by gold tone. This is disgusting. I went and threw this in the trash earlier. It was like petrified coffee grounds. I never seen anything like it. And then even after washing this in the dishwasher, I will have to spray Windex and get a Q-tip and get the stuff out. I guarantee I may have to put it through twice. That's how disgusting it is. I mean, it's awful. All right, so let's see. I could probably just do a search for what do you call it? Oh, I got rid of it. Why did I do that? I could probably just do a search for filter, but I'm just going to go ahead and most of these black ones I'm going to be listing at $19.99. But I just want to, okay, here's somebody that's selling it together for $25. I don't typically sell mine together like that because I get more money if I sell them separately. And here's another one. And the chances of people losing both of the pieces are pretty nil, I feel. So let's just see what people have. There's another one. See, there's a reason they're listing them together. Okay, there one. See, $14.50 plus $8.15 shipping, and this thing will only cost me about $4 to ship it because it's so light. Okay, I don't want to be the highest. So let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna pick this one. So 620. So that comes about right. I was thinking $19.99. So I'm just gonna do the black one as $19.99. That's what they've all been coming. $19.99. Okay, I only got one more. Looking for that mesh. See, he has $19.99, but he doesn't have 10% off, and he doesn't have a coupon. So I should be higher than that. I don't know what he doesn't have top rated either. See what I mean? So I don't know. I maybe could even go up to, I don't think so. I'm just going to do $19.99. I'm going to be greedy, guys. I want to get this stuff in and out. Okay, here's a charcoal filter. Good luck with that, getting that price. They do have best offer, but man, these things, they don't sell. They're just like crap. I mean, nobody wants them. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't need them, but all right. Okay, mesh filter, come on. We're getting really low down here on the money. Does anybody not have a mesh filter? If they don't, that's a good thing for me. Haven't seen one yet. Don't know what that is. Capsule holder for coffee. Well, that's that thing right there. Wait a minute. That's that thing I can't get out. Hold on. Ooh, there it is. All right. still got coffee in it, guys. Ugh. Yuck. So you don't have this problem with clothes. I mean, you might have some stains and stuff, but okay, so let's get this one because it's in my hands. K-cup holder with needle. That's brand new though. Here's pre-owned, $12.88. Yeah, see, I'm gonna put $14.99 because they don't have free returns and they don't have a sale, and I'm gonna do $14.99 on that one. And we're gonna do K-cup holder with needle. Let's see if somebody else, sometimes I put puncture on it. Capsule holder. I'll probably look this manual up in a little while and make sure see what this is called in the manual. Sometimes they put puncture in the title. Let me make sure. I'm glad I saw that. Still haven't found a mesh filter though. I'm hoping there's not one. Oh, there we go. Look at that. OEM basket. I have no clue what an OEM basket is. I don't know why they say OEM here too. OEM. I'm going to research that. What is OEM? Anybody know what OEM stands for? Okay, so that one, they only want $9 or $10 for that. That looks in worse shape than mine. Well, maybe not. What in the heck is OEM? There we go. Another one of those things. It's terrible. Okay, there's only one mesh filter listed, so I'm going to probably price mine a little higher. I wanted to look at her account. And she's got 100% feedback. Okay. I've got over 4,000 feedback. She's got 889. She's not top rated. She doesn't have free shipping. I mean, she doesn't have free shipping. She doesn't have free returns. No coupon and no sales. So I'm going to go ahead and bump this one up too. $14.99. What have you guys been doing? What did you do over the holidays? We just stayed home for New Year's. We're very boring people. Original equipment manufacturer. Is that something I have to have on there? Why are people putting that on there? I didn't see that before when I did this. I don't understand. I still think this one piece could be taken out somehow. Just don't know how to do it. I don't know. Jania said she remembers me usually complaining because I couldn't get pieces taken apart. I don't know if that's true or not. Why do people have that on there, Craig, Todd? Let's stop my camera for a second. Let's see what's in here. Okay, well, I'm going to be going through things like this. Hamilton Beach, coffee filters. I got a lot of stuff in here. If there's anything interesting. Not really. I got a couple of drip tray covers. Food pushers for food processors. Really getting back into it. Let me pull you guys over for a second. See if we can talk for a minute. Not necessarily, but it tells the difference between original part that came from the unit, not a replacement part with a different brand name. Oh. Well, I don't know how to tell that because, I mean, I'm getting it off of a machine, but they could have replaced it before they gave the machine away. So I don't know how to really tell that it's original. I mean, most of these don't have they don't have numbers on them. You know, they don't have any numbers on them. So, I mean, somebody could have bought this to replace their original one. I can't guarantee that. I don't think I'm going to use that term. Okay, if anybody wants to just come in and shoot the breeze for a minute, I'm going to put the link in the side chat. Hey, Glenn, how are you? Happy New Year. It's good to see you. I wasn't going to have a Sunday night shipping live stream because I was going to be in Austin, but since I'm canceling my trip, I have a funeral to go to on Sunday, and I think if I just sit all the way in the back, I'm just afraid I'm going to give this to somebody because I think I got it from my mom, and then I think I gave it to Tanya, and so it's obviously, you know, I'm passing it around. I missed work on Tuesday. I haven't had a paycheck yet for the year because I wasn't there to write the checks. My assistant didn't get a check, and so I've got to go in tomorrow and take care of some things. I've got to go to this funeral. No matter what, I have to go to this funeral. And I just told my daughter this morning, I'm like, I don't think I should be driving to Austin and back when I could maybe be taking a nap and resting, and, you know, and already I feel a little bit of a relief making the decision. I feel bad because it's a family event that I really wanted to attend, but it's just, I'm run down. I'm spreading myself way too thin. I find myself overthinking things. I started keto on Tuesday, which was not a good time to start because I was already not feeling well. I have ordered Get Into Keto, I think it is. Bridget told me to buy. It's a vitamin to keep you from getting the keto flu. And then I bought B12 drops that Bridget suggested I buy to keep from getting leg cramps. So Bridget, I know you said you're going to watch this later. Thank you so much for your recommendations. I weigh more now than I've ever weighed in my entire life, including when I was pregnant. And so I feel awful. And I want to say this will work, but I know I always get off my diet. So what I did differently this time was on Sunday, I cooked a lot of the food ahead of time. I boiled eggs, I fried bacon, and I put them in baggies with 2 in each baggie. I made homemade meatballs. I used pork rinds instead of breadcrumbs for that. Those are my snacks. I snack on 3 meatballs at 1 o'clock. So I'm trying the intermittent fasting. I don't like it. I feel hungry all the time. I have my stomach feels weird. But I'm eating breakfast at 10. I'm eating meatballs at 1. At 3, I'm eating my lunch, which right now is Fathead pizza that I made on Sunday. And then 6 o'clock or earlier is my dinner. Now, for those of you who have never had a Fathead pizza, they're amazing. So the crust is made of almond flour, cream cheese, and mozzarella cheese, and 2 eggs. and you mix it all up and you make a crust. You bake it for like 9 minutes. Then you take it out and put all your toppings on, then bake again for another 10 or 12 minutes. It is better than anything I've ever tasted as far as pizza goes. So, and then for dinners, I've been doing like chicken wings, rotisserie chicken. Tonight we're having eggs and bacon. And I think by making these meals ahead of time, or at least most of the prep ahead of time, I will maybe succeed. My problem is if I get to a Sunday, like if I would have been in Austin this Sunday, I would not be able to do my meal prep. That will really throw me off. And Janie's like, well, you can do meal prep on Monday. And I'm like, no, because Monday I have to go sourcing. So I can't source and cook at the same time. Like, and then Tuesday I have to go to the office. Like, it's just like everything is just like snowballing. So if I don't do this, then this happens. If I do this, this happens. It's like I can't, and I keep getting interrupted. It's like I can't work for an hour without getting interrupted. And it's nobody's fault. But I was a Montessori 1st through 3rd grade teacher. And we, in Montessori, the philosophy is that you give the children a 3-hour uninterrupted work time. Like, they don't go to art. They don't go to music. They have 3 hours where they can do their work. And I want to do that. I wish, I was so lucky that I had that with those kids. Nobody could come in and say, we have to take your photos today. It's school picture day. No, they didn't come in. That was your 3 hours of uninterrupted work time. And I guess I got really spoiled with that. And I'm just up and down. I mean, do you guys ever feel this? Like, I mean, I don't know. Mom had it. Oh, really? How do you keep the parts organized, the inventory after listing if you have a lot of parts? Okay, I already talked about that earlier. Hey, Sue, but I'll tell it again, Larry, just sing it. You're at the day job. Happy New Year, Sue. It's good to see you. Okay, so, and I have videos on this, Larry, on my appliance playlist. If you go to my channel and hit playlist and go to appliance parts, there should be some videos on storage. So what I do was I had a box for Cuisinart, and when I listed Cuisinart parts, I put them in there. When I got too many in the box, then I would get another box and I would split them. One box would be Cuisinart black, one box would be Cuisinart other, and then I'd get more parts, and then I'd have 3 boxes: black, white, clear, or whatever they were. I would gradually grow these boxes. I think I probably had 4 Cuisinart boxes. Okay. I had boxes for Mr. Coffee. I had boxes for Hamilton Beach. I had boxes for Breville. I had boxes for DeLonghi. I had boxes for KitchenAid. Like, that's how many I had. Okay. Now, the rotisseries, I parted out Ronco rotisserie ovens. Those pieces were huge. And so those went in a big tub, a big Rubbermaid tub, and it said rotisserie on it. So all my rotisserie pieces were in there. If they were Regalware, if they were George Foreman, if they were Ronco, they all went and they said rotisserie. Those did not go in those little boxes, okay? And I will probably, I have, I do not want to do food processors because I get stuck with the lids. No one ever wants the freaking lids. And when I quit selling parts, I recycled probably 20 food processor and juicer lids. I probably will never pick up another juicer. Not even a Jack LaLanne was selling for me towards the end. In the beginning, oh man, I couldn't keep Jack LaLanne parts in stock. Then all of a sudden, nobody wanted them, and I was stuck with this huge tub of juicer parts. And I'm not doing it this time. I am going to be very conscientious about what I part out. And if it's going to take up a lot of space, it better be a winner chicken dinner. It better, because I don't have the room anymore. I just don't. So that's my soapbox. What's up, Craig? Someone come get this cold weather. No, you can have it. You can have it. The other thing I was going to tell you about keto that I'm doing differently is I'm using Circle. Again, this is Bridget. This is all Bridget. Bridget, I love you, girl. She sent me this Circle lid, and well, she sent me 3 Circle lids. You order them from Circle. I'm getting ready to reorder, Bridget. They're all different flavors. You can turn the knob to get more flavor. This one's fruit punch that she sent me. I finished the grape one. So it goes from 1 to 9 on intensity of flavor. You just put your water in here. I already had this water bottle, so she just sent me the lid, and it already fit on there. That's nice. And then most of these flavors have vitamins, and they have electrolytes, and so you can pick from sportier ones, people who do sports who need more of this. Or so I'm getting ready to go on there today and order more of these. I don't like water. I hate it. I will drink anything, but well, I don't like tea either, but I can handle this because I turn it up. What is it up right now? Right now it's on a 4 because I just put this in, but the longer it's in there, I'll have to turn it up a little bit more, but I can drink this. I've already had this today, and this is how much I've drank, and I should have drank more, but I've been on live, so anyway, you just suck it out, and it's awesome. So between the meal prep and also on my computer, I have, I should show you this. I have an interview at 2 o'clock. It's not 2. Okay, I got time. I got an interview for my podcast at 2 o'clock. I have my clock on my computer, so I have it set for 10 a.m. breakfast, 1 p.m. meatballs, 3 p.m. pizza, 6 p.m. Eggs. It goes off. It has set up, and then 1:30 interview, and then the other one was 10:30 live stream. So all these alarms are going off, but it keeps me, on my toes. So I don't know. Hopefully, by doing all of this time management, I will actually lose weight. So I weighed on Tuesday morning, and I'm going to try not to weigh again till next Tuesday morning. And of course, it's in my planner, and I guess we talked about this before. I do the happy planner now, but I do bullet journaling as well. So, and the other thing I need to do tonight, it's on my list, is I need to make my December sales video, and every month I change it. So last month was items that sold super fast that were listed in November and sold in November. This month I'm doing items that brought me good profit. Even though I had a crappy month sales wise, I did sell some items for really good profit. So I feel really good about that. Hey Tamara, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Uh-oh, they sell them at Walmart. What do they sell them? They sell the are you saying they sell the lids at Walmart so I don't have to go order them? Is that what you're oh, that would make me feel so good if they did. Of course, I don't really go to Walmart, but I can order from Walmart. Day 17 and no sunshine. That's the pits. Yeah, I know you use the Happy Planner, Tamara, and you sell a lot of those inserts, don't you? So yeah, I just buy the notebook paper and the bullet journal grid lines, and then that's what I make all my, all my graphs and everything to keep track of all my numbers. So I'm real good about, I record all my numbers every day, and I keep on top of that. Now that I have this podcast, I am having to keep track of more information. For those of you who've been asking for links to the OCD podcast, I think in about 6 months, maybe a little bit less, I will be able to start giving out the link. But if publicly, I'm still watching my analytics though. If you know somebody who has OCD, all you got to do is just message me and I'll give it to you. I just ask that you listen to it on the YouTube channel and not on the Spotify and iTunes, because I'm still trying to figure out my analytics. The NOCD Foundation, I don't know if y'all are familiar with that. What's his name? What's his name? Howie Mandel does commercials on them all the time. They have offered to sponsor my podcast for me. But I haven't heard back from them. So I told them to call me back after the beginning of the year, and I haven't heard back from them. So I know they want me to play commercials, but they haven't told me what they're going to do for me yet. So that's what we have to figure out. But I don't know. You just sold something on Posh 15 minutes ago, a t-shirt. Awesome, Glenn. They sell that brand, not sure of specifics. Hey, Adam, how are you feeling today? Good to see you here. Big announcement coming soon. Can't tell you yet. Well, thanks a whole lot, Craig. That really, really, really helps. That's so helpful. Well, guys, y'all that came in late, maybe you just came in here to shoot the breeze, but I did talk about my new store changes and appliance parts and all that, if any of y'all are, interested in it. I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Like I said, I have an interview at 2. So I think I got this whole tub, not a whole tub, but I have 10 or 15 parts from Kimmy. I'm going to comp those really quick and then maybe start taking pictures. And I'm almost out of clothes. I got to go to the thrift store on Monday. I'm almost out of clothes. I've never been this low on inventory, and that's also scaring me a little bit, but I don't know. Dang it, Craig, can you message me the announcement? I promise not to tell anybody. I can't stand it when you do that. Drives me nuts. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a beautiful day. I may see you on Sunday for my shipping live stream. I hope so. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Bye.